He walked out with a sword, not knowing his fate was already written. The sun had barely begun its descent over Makkah when Umar ibn Al-Khattab strode through its narrow streets, his footsteps heavy with resolve. His jaw was clenched. His grip tightened around the sword hanging at his side. This was not a walk of hesitation. This was a march, fueled by rage. "Enough," he muttered to himself, the words sharp like steel. "Muhammad has divided our people. He has weakened Quraysh. Tonight, it ends." People moved aside when they saw him coming. They always did. Umar was known for his strength, his temper, his unflinching loyalty to the old ways. Even before Islam, he was a man whose presence filled a room. And today, his heart burned hotter than the desert sun. Along the way, a man stopped him, sensing the storm in Umar's eyes. "Where are you going with such anger, O son of Al-Khattab?" Umar did not slow his pace. "To deal with Muhammad." The man's face paled. Then he said carefully, "And what if I told you? Your own household has already followed his religion." Umar stopped. The world seemed to tilt. "My household?" he growled. "Your sister, Fatima, and her husband." For a brief moment, the sword at Umar's side felt heavier. Then anger surged again, louder, blinding. He turned sharply, changing direction, his sandals striking the ground like thunder. When he reached the house, he heard something unfamiliar through the door. A soft, trembling recitation. Words unlike poetry, yet more powerful than any verse he had ever heard. He burst inside. Silence fell. A parchment was hastily hidden. Fear filled the room. "What was that I heard?" Umar demanded. His brother-in-law tried to reason with him. "Oh, Umar, listen first." The blow came fast. His sister cried out as she rushed between them. Blood trickled down her face. And then she said words Umar had never expected to hear. "Yes, we have believed. Do whatever you want." Something cracked. Umar froze, staring at the blood on his sister's face. The fire in his heart wavered. For the first time, his voice softened. "Give me what you were reading." She hesitated. "You are impure." "I will wash," he said. And in that moment, the journey he thought would end in murder began to bend toward mercy. Behind the door, where words melted a heart of stone, water dripped from Umar's hands as he returned, calmer but unsettled. The parchment was placed before him. He sat, he read. "Yeah, we have not sent down the Qur'an to you, that you be distressed." The words struck him not like a weapon, but like light. Each verse seemed to peel away layers he didn't know he carried. This was not magic. This was not poetry. This was something else. Something higher. "Is this what Muhammad recites?" Umar whispered. "Yes," his sister replied, her voice steady despite the pain. A heavy silence followed. The rage that had driven him out of his home was gone, replaced by a trembling he could not explain. "Take me to him." They feared for his life and for the Prophet ﷺ, but Umar insisted. Soon he stood before the house of Al-Arqam. The door was shut. Inside, the believers whispered in fear. "Who is it?" someone asked. "It is Umar ibn Al-Khattab," came the reply. Panic spread. But the Prophet ﷺ stood firm. "Open the door." When Umar entered, sword still at his side, the Prophet ﷺ took hold of his garment and said with calm authority, "O Umar, what has brought you here?" Umar's voice broke. "I have come to believe in Allah and His Messenger." The room erupted not with noise, but with relief, with tears, with takbir. It is said the heavens rejoiced that day, as a heart once sealed by arrogance was opened by truth. Umar wept. The sword that once symbolized destruction now hung useless, forgotten. From enemy of Islam to its unshakable pillar, Islam was no longer hidden. When Umar embraced faith, fear loosened its grip on the believers. He prayed openly at the Kaaba. He declared his Islam without shame. Strength now stood on the side of truth. Years later, Umar would walk the streets at night as a leader, listening to the cries of the hungry, carrying food on his own back. The man who once set out to destroy Islam became the one Allah used to protect it. And it all began behind a door. The same Allah who transformed Umar ibn Al-Khattab, Erihan, can transform any heart, no matter how far you think you've gone, no matter how heavy your past feels. Guidance comes in moments we never expect, sometimes behind doors we never planned to open. If this story moved your heart, don't let it end here. Subscribe to The Guided Path for more stories that awaken the soul. Like the video so others can find guidance too, and share it with someone who may be waiting for their own turning point. Because you never know, this might be the story Allah uses to change a life.